Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? We are going to do a chatty get ready with me while I answer some of your juicy questions. I love watching other YouTubers do these kind of videos. I just think it's so fun and entertaining. The most recent one that I watched that inspired me was from Kelly Gooch, so I will make sure to link her channel down below. Also thought I would show you guys my current favorite look with these two new indie palettes. We've got Odin's Eye Jewels and Gem palette and then the Adept Seahorse palette. Without any further ado, let's just jump right on in. All I've done on my face so far is a little bit of moisturizer, so I'm going to start off with my base. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator in the shade Fair. The first question that I got is, what is your technique for ending a convo or a friendship with someone you don't like? And you literally could not have asked the worst person, because I am not good with confrontation. Honestly, I feel like if I don't like you, you probably wouldn't know. I try to be very cordial, very polite. If it came to something like ending a friendship, when I think about the friendships that I don't have anymore, I feel like they went away over time, not by me like actually saying like, let's not be friends anymore because of A, B, and C. I don't know, maybe that happened when I was in high school and it was petty, but not as an adult. So I wish I could give you good advice on this, but honestly, I need some advice. For concealer, I'm gonna go into the Pat McGrath concealer in the shade L1. This next question is, do you acknowledge exes or pretend that they exist? I don't know that I've ever had a relationship that ended on a positive note. I would lean more towards pretending they don't exist, but it's not that they don't exist, it's just that they're insignificant to my life. I don't really feel like there's anything worth holding on to when it comes to exes in my personal life, but literally everyone's experiences with their exes is different. I've definitely had the conversation with my partner now that because it's a serious relationship and because, you know, he's a really good role model to my son, that if we were to ever break up, that we would want to stay in contact and, you know, like keep that relationship going in my son's life. So, you know, if it was something like that, then yeah. I have also moved so much that I am in a town where I literally don't have a single ex. So, you know, that also makes it easy. Okay, so the next question is, how do you keep your relationships spicy? I feel like this is a really good question for people who have been together for a long time, because for me, I just feel like it naturally has stayed spicy thus far. Is that too much? Is that too much to admit on the internet? I don't know. To let you know, I use the Rare Beauty bronzer. It blends so nicely. I don't know if I went in with a little bit too much, because I don't know, I'm feeling very bronzed right now. But I'm also gonna go into the Huda Beauty Proud Pink Blush. Okay, so I've got a question here about my first kiss, but honestly, it was super uncomfortable and it was a terrible first kiss. Like, I was talking to this person, like we were like talking. He was like on the couch and I was like standing like kneeling close by, and I did like him, but one of our friends just like literally pushed our faces together. And it's literally the worst first kiss story ever. Like, next question, controversial. It's one of those topics that can be divisive, but someone asked if I have ever smoked weed. I'm like, is YouTube gonna demonetize me? I don't ever talk about these things. And honestly, I love gummies. Like Delta 8, Delta 9 is legal where I live, and they actually help with anxiety a lot. Like, I'll just take like a little quarter of a gummy, and when I'm feeling really anxious, it actually helps me calm down, helps me sleep better. So I will say that that is what I'm personally about. This next question is, do you truly like your boyfriend's family? And y'all, I literally struck out. Like, they are the absolute best. I might even like his family more than I like him. He has a pretty small family, but they're amazing, just so sweet and open and fun. They're always down for a good time. There's no judgment. Like, his mom is the reason that I tried tequila for the first time. She was like, okay, everybody, shots. And like, that's very different from my family, because I grew up with my parents being like really conservative. It's just a completely different vibe and I love it. Just tell you guys real quick, I'm going into the Odin's Eye palette and I'm gonna use this shade right here called Seventh Heaven, this really pretty green. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, I can't say enough good things. And his mom always hypes me up. Like, She's so sweet and makes me feel special and like always checks in on me, and she's amazing. So when I think about it, it makes me sad because I know a lot of people's relationship with their mother-in-law is not like that. Not at all. So I just feel extremely lucky. I got asked what's a bad habit that I have that I wish I didn't. And honestly, it's what I was telling you guys about before, that I'm just so bad with confrontation. I wish I was a better communicator. It's definitely something I've talked about in therapy. And one of those things where like you can look back at your childhood and like realize like what went wrong and why I am such a terrible communicator. And it's really frustrating because I feel like I'm trying so hard to be better. But like in the moment when I'm upset, the first instinct is just to run. And I know that's not healthy. Also gonna take this shade from the palette Swoon right here. And I'm just gonna throw that on my inner corner. And then all over my lid, I'm gonna go into this shade called Paradoxal from the Seahorse palette. It is stunning. So I got asked if I plan on getting married again. Honestly, I know a lot of people who go through divorce kind of come out of it on the other side, like not wanting to get remarried or just, you know, feeling like less of a hopeless romantic. But I would say that my hopeless romanticness has never gone away. Like I still, like at the end of the day, want to be in a committed partnership that lasts for the rest of my life. Like I want to grow old together and be on our rocking chairs on the front porch with like a million grandbabies running around. But I'm definitely hesitant to rush into that. Like, I mean, I feel very committed to my partner, but I'm also not in a rush to the aisle or anything like that. There's this idea that you get married and then like that person's gonna stay with you forever. But that's just obviously not true. There are no guarantees to a relationship. All you have is the way that you treat each other every single day. I don't know if I'm sounding negative or positive to you. I'm open to it. I'm just not in a rush. Probably the most controversial question of all is, I got asked if I feel comfortable, why did I stop practicing Christianity? And I feel like there's like a million answers, but I'm pretty sure that like 99.9% of them would offend someone. If you feel differently than me, that's fine. Like that's totally fine. Everyone's allowed to feel different. Like for me, I just feel like you can believe what you believe, I'll believe what I believe, but like maybe let's just not push it on each other. This is actually the look that I did for my BK Beauty lip swatch video that I posted like a little short of. So I'm gonna go into the BK Beauty lipstick in the shade Grace, and we'll answer the last question, which is, are there any products that you use offline that you would never show online? Isn't that color so pretty? So I feel like you could take this question either very negatively or very positively. Like, is there something that you, like a brand that you wouldn't want to show, but you still use? And I mean, realistically, yes, like there's brands that I like have stopped talking about and then I like still use their products because I'm not just gonna throw it away. That would be extremely wasteful. But you could also take it very positively. Like, is there something in this room that I cannot show you on camera for one reason or another? I don't know. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look and all of your juicy questions have been answered. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did and you want me to film more like this in the future, feel free to leave some juicy questions in the comments. Hopefully no one's got their panties in a wad too much over this video, and hopefully you really like this look as much as I do, because I keep reaching for these two shades together. I just think it's so pretty, and it's like neutral but not, and like soft but impactful. It's like, I don't know, it's that perfect in between. So I'm obsessed with that combination. That is everything. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.